The most important thing to understand about art at the start of your JSS 1 fine art journey is that artistic skill is not a mysterious gift reserved for a few naturally talented people. It is a skill that is developed through instruction, practice, and careful observation. The greatest Nigerian artist, Ben Enwanwu, who studied at London's Slade School of Fine Arts, El Anasui, who trained at the University of Science and Technology in Kumasi, Ghana, Bruce Onobrokpia, who studied at the Nigerian College of Arts, Science and Technology, all developed their extraordinary ability through rigorous artistic education combined with their own creative intelligence. Your fine art classes are the beginning of that same educational journey. The classification of art into these 4 categories reveals how comprehensive human creative expression is. Every society in the world has developed all 4 categories of art because the impulse to create, to express, to beautify, and to preserve through creative work is a fundamental human need. Nigeria is particularly rich across all categories. The visual art heritage of Ife and Benin is globally recognized. Nigerian performing arts, Afrobeats, Nollywood, Osun Festival dance, have achieved global impact. Nigerian applied arts, textile, fashion, architecture, are sophisticated and distinctive, and Nigerian literary arts, Ochebi, Soyinka, Adichie, have won the world's highest literary honors. Fine art education in Nigeria is not just about learning to draw, it is about understanding and participating in this extraordinary creative tradition. Nigeria's creative economy is a sleeping giant. Nollywood, Nigeria's film industry, centered in Lagos and Asaba, produces approximately 2,500 films per year, more than any country except India, employs over 1 million people directly, and generates approximately $600 million annually. Afrobeat music has achieved extraordinary global reach. Nigerian artists regularly top US and UK charts, headline European festivals, and collaborate with the world's biggest music stars. Graphic designers, animators, and digital artists with Nigerian training are in demand globally. The fine art education you begin today is not a peripheral subject, it is the entry point into one of Nigeria's most vibrant and growing economic sectors. The story of the Benin Bronzes is one of Nigeria's most important cultural and political issues. In February 1897, a British punitive expedition punished Benin Kingdom for an attack on a British trading party by burning Benin City and looting approximately 4,000 brass and ivory objects, which were subsequently distributed to museums and collectors across Europe and North America. The British Museum holds over 900 pieces, the Ethnologists Museum Berlin holds approximately 530, institutions across Germany, the USA, and elsewhere hold thousands more. These objects are not merely artworks, they are historical documents, sacred objects, and royal regalia whose proper place is in Nigeria, with the Benin people to whom they belong. The Benin Dialogue Group, Nigeria's federal government, and the Edo State government are actively working toward their return, a cultural justice campaign that every Nigerian student should know about. El Anatsui's work is a powerful example of how Nigerian art can simultaneously be deeply rooted in African material culture and have global artistic relevance. His installations, made from the discarded aluminium caps of locally distilled spirits, ogogoro and other local liquors, pressed flat and linked with copper wire into shimmering fabric-like hangings, have sold for millions of dollars and hang in major museums worldwide. Yet their materials are specifically Nigerian. The liquor caps reference Nigeria's informal economy, its social life, and the waste streams of consumer culture. The work asks viewers globally to reconsider what is valuable, what is art, and what the relationship is between global capitalism and African creativity. This is what great art does, it uses specific local materials and experiences to address universal human questions. The digital economy has dramatically amplified the economic value of creative skills. Every business, regardless of sector, needs visual identity, logo, brand design, marketing materials, social media content, packaging design, and digital presence. The demand for skilled graphic designers in Nigeria far exceeds supply. Animation, which combines artistic skill with digital technology, is a rapidly growing career path. Nigeria's animation industry is producing content for global streaming platforms. Film production, gaming, and e-learning all require artists, animators, and designers. JSS Fine Art is not a supplementary subject. For students with creative aptitude, it may be the subject that defines their most successful career pathway. For your exam, art equals the use of skill and imagination to create visual works, performances, or objects that express ideas, emotions, or aesthetic experience. For categories: visual arts, painting/drawing/sculpture/photography, performing arts, music/dance/drama, applied arts, architecture/fashion/ceramic, literary arts, poetry/fiction. 7. Importance: cultural preservation, communication, universal language, economic value, Nollywood/design/architecture, historical record, IFE/NOC documentation, aesthetic development, career opportunities, therapeutic value. 3. Nigerian heritage traditions: NOC terracotta, 500 BC, 200 C, Kaduna State, Ife bronzes, 11th to 15th century, Alife, naturalistic brass heads, Benin bronzes, 13th to 19th century, Benin City, plaques and figures, looted 1897, ongoing return campaign. Contemporary: Ben Nwanwu, father of modern Nigerian art, Tutu portrait $1.2 million, El Anesui, Buttercup installations, international museums. Exam tip: art heritage questions typically ask for date ranges and locations. NOC terracotta, 500 BC, 200 C, Kaduna State, earns more marks than just NOC terracotta. Excellent! You have been introduced to art, its meaning, its forms, its importance, and Nigeria's extraordinary artistic heritage. You are beginning a subject that connects you to 2,500 years of Nigerian creative tradition and opens doors to a wide range of exciting careers. In our next lesson, we begin the practical foundation, the elements of art, the basic visual building blocks of every artwork ever made. Get your pencils ready. See you in class.